I am in Auburn, Indiana at Cruise Plaza, and I am here for the legendary Auburn Auction. Worldwide Auctioneers 2023 event, taking place simultaneously with the Auburn Duesenberg Festival, features some of the most magnificent antique cars you'll find on the market anywhere. The auction is located inside of a huge and wonderful facility that I actually visited many years ago when it served a different purpose. There were two great museums inside, the National Military History Center, along with the Cruise Automotive and Carriage Museum, which both display the collection of Dean Cruise. That closed in 2019, but I do have some old footage if you want to see what it was like. There is still a World War II Army Rangers memorial outside. I am visiting early on the final day of the auction to preview the outstanding grouping of vehicles that will be put on the auction block today. There are hundreds of high quality makes and models, so this is going to be awesome. First off, here's a classic French car, the Delahaye Coupe from 1949. This is a 1931 Cadillac V12 Sport Phaeton with a dual windshield. That is a century-old electric vehicle, a 1912 Roush & Lang B12 Brougham. Next to that is a 1937 Cord 812 SC Sportsman Cabriolet, which was made right here in Auburn over 80 years ago. Here is a 1958 Aston Martin DB Mark II Drophead Coupe, one of 84 ever produced. Check this one out, a 1938 Lincoln Model K Victoria convertible, a wonderful classic that was customized and extended to be longer than the standard 38 Model K. It is truly one of a kind. There's an old school 1953 Cadillac Series 62 Coupe de Ville Resto Mod. That 1949 Buick Roadmaster convertible is the exact model and color of the Buick seen in Rain Man. Whoever purchases this car will also receive a copy of the movie script signed by Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise. This 1925 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost Piccadilly Roadster has a known provenance dating back nearly a century now. That is a 1937 Rolls-Royce Phantom 3 Sedanka de Ville. The Rolls-Royce Spirit of Ecstasy is one of my favorite hood ornaments. There's another hometown model, the 1935 Auburn 851 SC Phaeton. There is a fantastic 1930 Isotta Fascini Tipo 8AS Roadster, a magnificent example of pre-war Italian craftsmanship. This is definitely one of the coolest cars here. That is a 1930 Lincoln Model L convertible Phaeton, one of just two surviving examples. Along with that, there's a 1955 Chevrolet Corvette Roadster. This design was inspired by European sports cars of the 50s. That is a 1958 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz convertible, a distinctive Cadillac design and one of only about 800 ever produced. It has a desert bronze over copper leather interior. That's a 1963 Porsche 356B Cabriolet. How awesome is this? An ultra-luxurious 1931 Chrysler CG Imperial Roadster. That is a 1954 Willys utility wagon, which is widely considered as the first ever all-steel passenger SUV. Here's one of the oldest vehicles at the Auburn Auction, a 1914 Lozier Model 84 Runabout. Lozier was originally a bicycle manufacturer, but began producing automobiles in 1905. They were some of the most expensive cars on the market back then. This Ford was customized in 1957 by John North, who is considered the George Barris of the East Coast. The White Pearl, as this custom became known, was owned by Gene Pitney, a popular singer in the 1960s. This one is a bit unique. It's actually a 2012 vehicle called the Morgan three-wheeler, produced by the British Morgan Motor Company as a tribute to their heritage. They had stopped making three-wheelers in the 50s. Here's another oldie, a 1931 Ford Model A special delivery truck, which cost about $600 back then. It is one of only about 15 examples that survive to this day. They do sell some new luxury cars along with all these antiques. This is a 2021 Ford GT Carbon Series. They claim it is, quote, as close as one can get to having a street-legal Formula 1 race car. And by the way, it sold for over $1 million. This is great, a 1966 Chevrolet Chevelle SS Restomod. Well, this is awesome. There's a bunch of life-size mannequins, similar to wax figures, on sale here at the Auburn Auction. This is the stand of Creative Characters, which is run by an Illinois couple who make these figures and also sell old gas pumps. There is a link to their website gallery in the description. Mannequins like these are of course a crucial complement to a good auto collection display. While a lot of these are made up characters, there are some iconic musicians like Prince, Elvis, and Willie. And here is President Donald Trump. There's a 1930 Lincoln Model L Restomod next to a vintage Ford sign. Here's a fantastic and artistically innovative Graham supercharged sedan from 1937. This is a 1959 Porsche 356A Convertible D, one of the most rare Porsches used in road racing. The 1958 model was driven by Kelly McGillis in the original Top Gun. We have now entered the hangar, where the auction will take place. There are actual antique planes hanging from the ceiling, but they're not selling any today. Also, I like that chandelier above the bar reminiscent of the Wright Flyer. Here in the hangar, they display some fantastic auto and roadside memorabilia that is also going to be sold today. Next to the Pontiac neon sign is a Gas and Go pinup girl statue. The vintage signage here is epic. This Chevrolet sign was customized with Felix the Cat. That's a throwback. That is a ship model of a 1940 Texaco Trenton oil boat in its original cabinet. There are some miniature diorama scenes. This is Nick's Drive-In. And here's a circa 1950s Texaco station. They even have some vintage kiddie rides. One can even purchase an ancient Egyptian mummy sarcophagus here at the Auburn Auction. Well, it's a reproduction, but still they've got all sorts of quirky antiques. I have not seen many examples of the Chevrolet stained glass from former dealerships. This is freaking awesome, a 1957 wind-down boat bar, a 17-foot long mahogany boat-shaped bar. This is an original Dog and Suds Drive-In neon sign. Dog and Suds was a really popular chain here in the Midwest. It was started in the 50s, and there were over 650 locations across the country by the 70s. Now there's only about 15. I have filmed an authentic 1950s era Dog and Suds drive-in in Lafayette, Indiana. Here is another car showroom. As I recall, this was the lobby of the cruise museums, where you could go to the car museum to the right or the military museum to the left. That was also known as the World War II Victory Museum, and there were wax figures of important generals at the entrance in this room. They have hundreds of great cars here at Worldwide Auctioneering. I'm just showing some highlights. This is neat. They are selling a 1969 Indy 500 pace car, a classic Hoosier staple. This is incredible, a 1966 Austin Princess Landaulet with Royal Provenance. This vehicle was one of 10 customs built for the Royal Muse, and it was used in 1966 by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II on a state visit to Jamaica. There are photographs and videos showing the Queen and Prince Philip standing and waving from the back of this car. It was painted all black at the time. Of course, Queen Elizabeth just passed away a year ago after a 70-year-long reign. This is going to be a rare opportunity to see a royal car used by the Queen on the auction block, here in Indiana of all places. There was an Indy 500 pace car. Well, here is a Daytona 500 pace car from the same year, 1969. There's another epic custom, the Copper Caballero. It's a 1958 Ford Thunderbird composed of gold and bronze finish, with an ivory and vinyl interior. That's a gorgeous red 1960 Lincoln Continental convertible. Coinciding with the auction inside Cruise Plaza, there is a vintage auto and memorabilia swap meet going on around the grounds. There are also plenty of food trucks and other vendors spread amongst all these classic cars. This is a museum I have not been to yet. The Early Ford V8 Foundation Museum, housed inside a replica of the Ford Rotunda from the 1934 Chicago World's Fair. I definitely need to come back to visit it. Now here are some excerpts from the auction itself. I did not see nearly all of the day's auction, but what I did see was immensely entertaining. By the way, anyone with admission can come see the auction and take a look at all the cars and memorabilia, but one must register in advance to place bids.
At 40,000, not a bid now 50. At 40 bid now 50, 50, 50, 50. At 40 bid now 50, 50, 50 bid now 50,000. 40's bid asking for 50,000. Who give me 45,000? Thank you. And now 50. Sold at 47,500. Right.
Lot 339 is a 65 Chevrolet Corvette Pro Touring convertible. Hundreds of thousands invested in this build, all the right stuff. 425 horse engine, 4-speed manual.
26,000. Sold it at $25,000. Sold it 25,000.
Called the Challenger Speedabout. Only one of 5 known to be produced. Built by Hudson as a show car. This thing is 55 horse, inline, 6-cylinder engine, 3-speed manual transmission.
Stop and go. Who give 100,000? 100,000. How about you? $85,000 to produce. $85,000. Anyone else? $85,000.
Selling without reserve. This is a nicely restored example showing just under 10,000 miles on the odometer. It's clean and chrome dressed 454 cubic inch engine under the hood looks great. Lot number 347 is just 19 1968 Chevrolet Corvette L88 Clone without reserve. This car has had a body off the frame restoration with a powder-coated frame.
At 36,000, and 35 bid down, $36,000, 36 now 7, and 36 bid down 7, and 7, and 7 again, 37. I got 36 straight away, 36, 37. I think they're on the same guy.
Lot number 348 is a 1961 Chevrolet Impala Custom Hardtop Coupe. This is a one-of-a-kind pro build powered by a 502 cubic inch V8 engine.
At 40 bid now 50, 50, 50, 45 now 50, 50, 50,000. At 45, 50 now 5. At 50 bid now 55. It may have been owned by someone famous like Kurt Cobain, but those are just details. All right, on the 60 Dodge Dart right here, and who give $100,000. The Dodge Dart market is going through the roof. Who give $100,000. Start me in. Who give?
Lot number 351 is this beautiful 1930 Ford Model A Roadster pickup selling without reserve.
Camaro. How much? 30, 40, and 30, 40, and 30 bid down 40,000, and 30 bid number 40, and 30 bid down 40, 40, 40, you get 35 then, and 30 bid number 35,000 on the Camaro right here, and 30, 35.
1963 Chevrolet Corvette 340 split window coupe. Nice looking car.
117,500 to give $120,000. It's worth the money. These are bringing 150, 200,000. Where are you buying your split windows? Now's the time to do it. 120. Get your hands in the air.
Lot 354 is a 2016 Bentley Continental GTC Speed Edition. Just over 10,000 miles since new. It's exclusive special ordered black interior with blue stitching. And it's equipped with a twin turbocharged 6-liter W12 engine putting out 625 horsepower with an 8-speed automatic transmission. 5 is a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro Z11 Indy 500 pace car convertible. This car has had a complete and thorough restoration. Spectacular trim and decals replicating the 69 Indy pace car. It has a D11 RS SS trim package along with a 350 cubic inch turbo-fired V8 engine.
30, he wants to run it for the weekend, use it for a golf cart. 30, 40. 30, 40, and 30, 40, now 50, and 50, now 60, and 50 bid, and 66, 47, 47,000, 46 is bid, asking 47,000, give it good, 47, now 8, and 47, 48.
Limited miles on it and use since the restoration. But during the restoration, the carburetors were rebuilt. Where cars wanted this 2100 hardtop produced in 57, this car has had a complete restoration, as well as with power steering, power brakes, power windows, power seat.
You'll get 50, 50,000, 50,000. One more time. And 50 bid down 52.5. And 50 bid down 52.5. 5 to 150, 2,500. 52,500. 90 bid, 95. Give me 92,500. I'll help you out. 90 bid, now 92.5. 90 bid, we get 92.5. Here it goes. 60 bid for the 160, 2,500 last chance. $1 to do it. 61. Sold it at $60,000. Sold it at $60,000.
The Queen's car is about to go on stage.
At 50 bid, now 60. At 50 bid, now $60,000. An unbelievable opportunity right here, right now. Smile and wave. I think he was just waving. Don't wave like you're the Queen unless you want to be the Queen and own this car. At 50, 60. At 50 bid, now 60. At 60. I can take your bet at that. 60. At 50 bid, now 60. $60,000. It's worth the money here. At 50, 60. At 50 bid, now 60. 50 is the better basket for $60,000. The Queen actually rode in this car. Unbelievable opportunity right here, right now.
Matthew, this is one of only 10 known to exist. It's one of the best documented land delay that we've ever seen.
51 now, 52. Ride like the Queen. 52. 51 to 152. At 51 now, 52. 51 to 152. Where's my 51? 52. Anybody else? At $52,000 to do it. 51 to 152,000. 52,000. Sold at $51,000. An unbelievable deal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, lot 365 is a very special car. It's a 1983 Gazelle
Mercedes-Benz replica convertible. It's offered today without reserve, but it's also offered so that 100% of the proceeds will go to the Spread Ari's Light Foundation.
4% of all money raised for cancer research goes to kids, the rest doesn't. So it's really hard to get money for pediatric cancer.
So that was the 2023 Auburn Auction at Worldwide Auctioneers, which was a phenomenal experience to attend. Big thanks to the folks at Worldwide for inviting me out to cover this. If you like what you saw, then you can attend their auctions and events as well. They do this big Auburn auction alongside the ACD Festival around Labor Day weekend each year, but there is also the Enthusiast Auction, which is generally in late April, when they do a classic car cruise around northern Indiana. Check out their website for more information about this auction and their other events. It is linked in the video description. Additionally, please check out my other videos featuring auto museums, shows, and all sorts of attractions and events across the United States and Europe. While here in Auburn, I did film the festival's Parade of Classics, which is also linked in the description. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching!